found it. Benzo? They're all very deliberate and precise, and we're all particular.
He likes it just
Persnickety. Persnickety.
And it has to have it
Just right. Every day's got to be just right. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm Heoka Empath. That would be a Heoka. Heoka Empath. And I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Because I was always under the impression, because that's what we do. Anyway, today was kind of a peculiar day for me. It is different. I woke up and my DNA test results in. Right?
What did it say?
It said... I've been telling Mom all day what they said. There was a plot twist. There was a plot twist. There was a plot twist. Where is it? Where's my... There's two apps, and I guess I went to the wrong one. So my story is... I don't want my matches. Oh, there it is. Technology is freaking so weird right now. Jessica put in a comment last night, and I see, like, I get notifications when the comment comes in, and if I click on that, usually it'll take me to the comment. But lately, even they update stuff all the time, and these programs, software, the world of software is so saturated. The compatibility issues, if you can get your stuff to work, it can work. And if your stuff isn't supposed to get through, it's not. But my whole life, I've seen weird stuff happen. One of the examples I like to use is I had a roommate. She wasn't a very good person, but I didn't know that until later. Anyway, her name was Tanis. She was from Cleveland, Ohio. And I was trying to juggle a lot of things in life, and I had a little dog, and sometimes there was a girl I'd like, and I'd go hang out with her at night, and then sometimes I'd fall asleep, so I'd leave my house from like 9 o'clock at night until like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I always went home to sleep with the dog, you know, and I got a voicemail on my voicemail. This is back in like 2000, 2001, 2000, yeah, 2001, 2002. 2003, maybe in 4 even. Anyway, my Sprint flip phone, yeah, and she was talking trash about me and how I didn't take care of my little dog. And what it was is she was jealous because she liked the girl that I was going to see, because later she ended up sleeping with her. So that answered that. You know, the truth always comes out. Anyway, and the funny part it was right up the street from where because I didn't want to live with her anymore. I wanted to live by myself. So I got this little duplex, and then she ended up getting one like where I could see going down I could see hers where she lived up the street, and I have to pass her on the way to work and stuff. It's just so, people are crazy. It's weird. So, it came through on my voicemail, and I confronted her, and I played her the voicemail, and she was like, I can't believe that you heard that. And I'm like, I can't believe that people don't freaking believe that the truth always comes out. Mom's told me that my whole life. So, I'm 21% Spanish. Ay, ay, ay. I think, and then See, they break it down, the indigenous Americas, Mexico, and then they have indigenous Americas North. They separate those, but I don't know why they don't just, and it even says New Mexico and Southern Colorado. So we are back in our homeland, Ma. Isn't that wild? Isn't that a trip? But we knew that from your account. But this is, you know. So I would say 15% Native American for myself. 21% Spanish. And then like English, there I got little like 6%, 5%, 2%, Sweden, France, Norway, the little blips. The big one though, the one that I went, what? The highest number, and I said it in Keejan's chat already, is that I am 43% from Scottish, from Scotland. And I was like, what? Aren't they really, really like pale, fair skin Scottish people? Because I am brown as all get out. Like, I haven't even begun to get the colors that I get when I get to my face kisses the sun. I love it. It's so nice. Winter makes me sad. I guess I do get pretty pale in the winter, but so. Then they have the they're the relatives that you have. And so mom's first cousins became my second cousins and yada yada. My father is 51% Scottish.
Really?
Yeah. And he's freaking browner than I am. Dude's brown. He's a brown man. So. And it's weird how our stories are, how like, I don't know, because everybody's family stories, there's not just the story that you're living out today, right now, but it's also the story of your bloodlines and how they kind of play out in the stars and the astrology, because, like, our astrology is, like, I'm sure it's written in a book somewhere, like the energies of me, the strong, and how many storylines, I am just one of many that, I represent, a woman that was born in the mid-70s. Lots of women were, I was, my parents were divorced when I was, I don't know, because there's 2 divorce papers. It's weird, because a couple years ago when Mom did hers, I found out they got divorced in 1972 in like Ventura, but then one of them got a divorce in 1975. But I wasn't born until 1974, so But everybody was hush hush around me all the time. Everybody was, and I was an intuitive, so I knew that people. I'm like, why don't they just tell me, what? And later to found out when I came across the police report when I was about 14, 15 years old, is I was that kid that got raped when they were a baby, like 10 months old. And so I was one of the, I always had these like abilities. Like I could read people and stuff. They made me go to all these and then now they all talk about this. I think they're trying to get me to loop me into that MK Ultra stuff that they talk about now, but Mom escaped us up to Reading, which, unbeknownst to her, is like one of them, like, satanic, the most satanic, that's on the 40th parallel. It's like one of the most satanic, freaking Masonic, freaking Ooga Booga, Hell's Angels. I mean, all the hard energies like to hang out in Reading. Hard. So all these things. So my whole life, I've come up in the shadows. In this stuff. Now more stuff is happening more and more and more. But people never talked about that then. And because they didn't talk about it, it was just allowed to erupt into this insane, gross system today. all this human trafficking and stuff, it's out of control. The cool thing is God's got the wheel, you know, and more people are coming into their faith. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Took Artie Pants in to get his bandage changed this morning. Took Luna along for the ride. It was raining here. That was kind of a trip. And then it was kind of sleeting. Then I was like, Benny's pre-dentals on Monday. And then they said, what did they do? And then but I didn't know what time it was because I had it written on the calendar. And they said, we'll bring Artie back in at 9:45 on Monday to have his bandage changed again. And I was like, all right, but Benny has his pre-dental, and I don't know when that is. So can we, like, make them closer together, you know? Or, like, can you do it at the same time or something? She's like, let me go see. And then she comes back out, and she's like, okay, Wednesday. And I was like, Wednesday at 9:45. And she's like, no. Bring them in when... And then the way she said it was just like, it was so confusing. And ultimately, what she did is she made all Artie's bandage wrap, Luna's pre-dental, and Benny's pre-dental all at the same time. And she's like, that'll save you some trips. I'm like, yeah, but now I gotta bring 3 dogs to the fucking vet. You know, it's just like, that's not fun. Because it's not even a matter of, I get more stressed out because I feel their stress and their anxiety. I feel it sucks to feel other people's anxiety. And these new agers that are all, just ignore it. Say your mantra. Splash some freaking, whatever on yourself. Rise above. I'm like, no, dude. It don't work that way with me. I freaking feel it. I feel it in my adrenal glands. I feel it in my freaking, It sucks. So, like, they bring one in. And then, like, because, like, Luna was crying and whining today, and that ain't even like her. That ain't ordinary. That's not, but she was, like, getting worked up. The energies are potent right now. We're in Taurus season, but, I don't know, I was watching Jodis Vedic today, so I'm not even going to try and regurgitate what's going on in the planets. All I can do is talk about what the potential energies are as I see them based on these reports that I've been seeing and just based on how people are acting in real life and stuff like that. See, what I see is happening is, you know what, an old record player, when they turn up the speed, and you can do it on YouTube too. You can turn up the rate and it's speed. Well, we're going through freaking energy via astrology, via space, space weather, via all kinds of divine stuff. Everybody's getting spun up inside. Everything's getting turned up and magnified. So what people got to do is learn how to slow your own innards down. How to do things to keep your own self at an even keel. Because there's going to be spikes of potential, and people are just losing their shit. They're just losing, just buy shit, see it, losing their shit, just losing their shit. Start freaking out, and it's crazy. Crazy. So people got to find their own center. Yeah. No, it's not easy to do. I did a quick meditate state today. I don't do it every day because it's not always good. I know it's like some days it's like nope. But most days it's pretty cool. The reveal report is live now. I don't like seeing, I really like Jesse, but that John Ramirez guy, he freaking annoys me so much that I don't even know if I care to watch that show. You know what? It's like the guy did all this terrible stuff. He was a total sadist, and then he's like, okay, I found God. I'm like, why aren't you in jail? That's how you make a why are you not in jail for all the terrible why are you free? Why do you get to have a good life because you found God? I'm sorry, God forgives me. You know, I mean, it's that stuff that doesn't even make sense to me. You know, did he do time? I don't think he. I don't know. I don't know. I just listen to the guy, and it's just another little freaking little ego. And I know that because I can hear myself when my ego gets big. Oh, I can't stand myself when I'm in ego. Oh my gosh. So annoying. I feel like the Leo cub. That's what I feel like when I'm in ego. Meep, meep, meep. I started it first. Oh my god. No wonder freaking males emasculate themselves, dude. Nobody has to help them. It's kind of just wah, wah, wah. What else is going on in the world? Oh, Bitcoin tanked. But that was that. I mean, it was going to be a volatile week. It was already okay. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Everything's like that, you know? Everything is. But freaking, I don't know, timelines, I every now and again, I see it like this, is that there's so many different potentials of how things can go. It's like a deck of cards. And for every card, there's a potential timeline. And it's just being shuffled right now. And it's like, where's it going to land? How's it going to be? You know? How's it going to be for us, Ma? We're going to be doing the same thing. You know what? One moment at a time. You know, we're together. We're healthy. I was like, Mom, when Mom was brushing her teeth this morning, I'm like, let me see. You know, and I make her, let me see. She is freaking, gosh. I hope I'm as good in like physically as good a shape as she is at 70, man. If we had a cute little instance before I started the video, I had everything sitting here and I'd gotten her ice cream and Benny likes to lick the bowl. It's like his little thing he gets to do. So I went and gave it to him and put the bowl away. And Mom had put it on the counter and walked by and saw herself, and I just saw her out of the corner of my eye because I was doing, and she stops and she's like looking at herself and she's like, "Who's that?" Little old lady, you know. Well, I think she's doing pretty good for all that she has been through in her life, man. From birth. I had kind of a hard birth, too. But, I don't know. Our days now are pretty good, so it worked out. And everything that we've ever gone through has led us to where we are, you know? And you remove any sort of... I don't want to move any... One story, because that could be the story that really, you know, helps define partially who I am. Hi, Cosmic Hillbilly. I was thinking about you this morning. Hi, Jessica and Carl. Cosmic Hillbilly. I haven't seen Cosmic Hillbilly. I listened to It's a weird thing. I listened to Maja because I like what she says, but I don't think that we could hang out and I don't think that we could like hang out and be friends. Because I think I'm just and I think that she can be like crass and stuff like, you know, I think she can, but it's just weird. And she's Sagittarius like you, Mom. Mom has like 5 planets in Sagittarius. Anyway, so I used to see Cosmic on her morning chats, and it's so, because the whole chat, I don't really say much. I'll say hey, okay, hey every now and again. But I don't really say much. I just listen to see what her perspective... Because basically, I listen to these speakers, and then I hear them and how they're responding, and it's like their energy goes up and down with what they talk about, just like music does, you know? Makes people sad and happy, you know? It's kind of a trip. But I don't know. I like her. I just don't think that we could, you know. And she ain't never like. I don't know. I have people all over YouTube that like even the like you know like every now and again I'll pop in a chat. I'll say something. You know, there's 800-900 people in the chat, and like I've got they'll pin my comment or something. You know, they'll pin my comment, and that's like I don't know. That's like to me that's like free advertising. But like free like hey like exposure. I look at every time somebody mentions me in my life, what my goal is to make sure that I do something that they talk about me in a positive way. Okay? And I know I've done plenty of things that people have every right to talk about me negatively. Absolutely. I would too. I used to talk about myself negatively. I don't do that anymore. I leave it up to other people, you know, and what other people think about me is none of my business. Yeah. So I was I don't like this song. I'm really having a hard time with music right now. I've been listening to classical in the van, like driving on the way, because it's like 15 miles that way, but it's a freaking badass drive with the Cristo Mountains and I'm just like, thanks God. Hey God, thanks for this. Girl, thanks for all the sunsets. I mean the sunsets at night on a cloudy day, if we time it just right, you get a freaking badass view either way you look. Both ways you look. Yeah. Because the sun reflect, you know, when it's all pink and orange and stuff, it's reflected on the snow-capped mountaintops. So, it's pretty wild. What was I talking about? Oh, most of my exchanges that I have, I want people to talk about me, and that's how I think that's how it works. Is like, what are you adding to the world with your energy field? Because I'm not always. I have the potential to be a very negative person. That's why I try so hard to live in the light, because it is so easy to digress and just be a freaking dick all the time. It's just easier. But I'm trying to be a better human being in this incarnation to freaking ease some of this karma, because I'm really getting tired of coming to Earth with all this bull. There are too many other universes and realities and planets and places to be than this alien ant farm where people they just don't have respect for themselves, so they ain't gonna respect nobody else around them. I mean, look around. Look how many people don't even take care of themselves. I've been one of them. That's how I can identify. I see. You know? I'm looking for what so many other people are looking for. You know, you got these people spread in all these communities all over the world that are all looking for the same thing, because we're all the same frequency. Yet, in the communities in which we live, there's like nobody else around, you know? It's like, it's not time yet. We're still being shuffled around, huh? That timeline's still being shuffled around, so. Anyway, I used to see Cosmic in the chat of what's her name? Magali? I think. And I haven't for a while. And it's a different vibe. Because for a year, I've been waiting for people to have their come to Jesuses, and now they're starting to have their coming to Jesuses, and I don't know. It's a personal experience. I think it's a beautiful experience. I think more people need to have it. Just some people are just having it more than others is all. In a different kind of way. But, you know. But that's how life is. Things shift. You know, you're in alignment with things, and then you fall out of alignment. You know, people, the older you get, the more people like they have less energy, so they don't got the energy to put. So they're very more and more selective into what they're putting their energy into. And most people have families and stuff, and a lot of people don't. And a lot of people this day and age that are freaking by themselves. A lot of people are just really trying to survive right now. You know, a lot of people are in a position where it's just like, God, I can't live like this another day. I can't live like this another day. How can I? But when we feel that way, we got to do something. Something every day, you know, to get us out of that timeline. As I see it. Like for me, I don't know. I'm pretty content right now, except for all the dog vet stuff, you know. But that'll be over here in a little bit. Huh, Luna Tuna. Yeah. So, and then, you know, and then things will be like, oh, nothing ever happens, and then, you know, stuff will happen. I'll be like, that's how energy is. That's how life is. It's navigating from one experience to another. I cut my hair today. And then I decided I'm going to start wearing it, because I used to wear it in 2 ponytails back in 2000 when I was like 26, going into the Air Force. And now I did. So I didn't really get too close, because first of all, I didn't really get in there, because I don't really care. I just don't want to give a freaking D-bag barber a freaking $20 to, you know. Good enough. People care too much about shit. And then I think about the whole, like, plastic surgery industry and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are gonna, you know, oh, never mind, I'm not gonna tell that story. I think that's about all I got. But was that all I'm gonna talk about? I was gonna talk about my fucking 43%. I'm like, dude, if I was a dude, I totally would have been a freaking, like, one of those, no, I wouldn't have. No. The whole Scottish Rite thing. Now I'm going to go down that ant hole. I'm going to go down the ant hole of the Scottish Rite. I'm like, no wonder freaking Creighton hired me. Those crazy Jesuits. I get to wake up early and go to the supermarket. I like to get up early and go when around 9:30, and then nobody's there yet, and they're just like putting out stuff, and there's still chicken. I wonder how much chicken is now, because I haven't been to the store in like 2 weeks. Probably. It's probably been 2 weeks, a week and a half at least. I'm trying to get it to where, and Mom and I just don't have much. I keep all day long, Mom, you want something to eat? I'm not hungry, so you gotta let me know if you're hungry, Mom, because I'm not that hungry, so you gotta let me know. And all day, and I'm like, you know, who's the broken record? It's so funny how things change, because she used to have to repeat herself to me all the time. And now I can just hear it, like, because I have to always repeat myself with, like, say the same things with Benny and Benny. And it's not even, it's, you know, he's a dog. He's going to do, dogs get old, they get stuck in their loops. He's going to do what he's going to do. And I just got to let him do that and navigate around it. Anyway. So he was doing him, and sometimes I just get sick of the sound of my voice of trying to get him not to do that. Whatever said behavior is. Huh, Mom? And then I was just like, so that's what my parent must feel like, huh? When they just have to, like, stop doing that. Put your shoes away. Mom used to threaten to confiscate my shoes when I was in high school all the time. But you know what? Now I put things away. Because, and I still hear every now and again in my ear, in my head, with put it away, and then you'll always know where to find it. These are just simple things. Mom, where's my, you know? Human beings are so funny. How spirits are spirits and our humanness got so separate. It's just kind of sad. But it's cool to see more people stepping into their spirits. I'm pretty excited for what the world's going to become. Or what it is becoming. You know, I like it, what the world's coming, but you know, what the world is around me. I'm excited to come May to see what the farmers markets are around here. I bet they're gonna be free. Oh, the tomatoes, Ma. Oh, lettuce. Oh, your cells just want it, man. Your body just comes alive with all that stuff. We're 3 for $1 now. 2 for $1.29. Yeah, it's the beginning. It's the beginning. I'm just glad. And you know, I was looking today at you know, maybe I'll get a freaking an ice cream maker and stash it someplace. You know, and maybe stockpile some vanilla flavor just in case. I gotta make it for Ma. You know, or do it the old timey way. But things are. It's just. But the survivors though. That's the thing. Is the survivors. Us survivors. It'll be all right. It'll be alright, and nothing, we're just going to keep trudging along. It's actually going to start getting better for us. Actually, it already has, I think. In some cases, not in others, but... Anyway, I think that's about all I got for now. You got anything, Mom? You want to add?
Well, everything you said was very well put.
Thanks, Ma. I appreciate you that. I thank you for that. Have a right evening. Peace.